Евгений Буковецкий. Evgeny Bukovetsky is one of the most notable artists of Odessa in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Numerous portraits painted by the artist are kind of personal history of time. With his realistic works, Bukovetsky entered the history of art as a talented creator of sense of everyday and everyday life. He turned to watercolor and pastel techniques. In his work, he developed the traditions of realistic art. The works are characterized by subtle color solutions, chimeras, and lyricism. He worked a lot outdoors. Evgeny Yosipovich was born on December 17, 1866, in Odessa. The father was a wealthy merchant, owned printing house and profitable houses. He had a huge library where the little boy acquired the basics of education. He then continued his studies at the Odessa Real School of Saints Peter and Paul, while also ingent in painting. When Yevgen turned 9, her father died. All the wealth was inherited by the older brother, but he did not deprive the younger one of money. He studied under Kostandi and Ladezhensky. During the year, he attended classes at the St. Petersburg Academy of Art, but the climate of the Russian capital worsened the young man's fragile health. Bukovetsky suffered from severe migraines. Lay in a dark room for several days in a row. They decided to study with Western masters. Bukovetsky visited the best museum in München and Paris, studied at the Academy of Rodolphe Julien in Paris. In 1890, he returned and took part in traveling exhibitions in Moscow and St. Petersburg. Was one of the organizers of the Society of South Russian Artists in Odessa. In 1890, Yevgen returned to the motherland and became an active participant in traveling exhibitions. In the same year, he became one of the organizers of the creation of the Society of South Russian Artists in Odessa. Having money, the artist painted for his soul and almost never to order. Sometimes he was ingent and philanthropy. Soon Bukovetsky acquired a luxurious estate in which life flowed at a leisurely pace. Yevgeny painted pictures, played the piano in the evenings. Soon he got married. The couple had a daughter Irina. A leisurely and measured life was often disturbed by noisy dinners. Bukovetsky friends came to the party and they arranged men's gatherings. And then, like thunder out of the blue, the wife filed for divorce and married Bukovetsky nephew. The angry man even challenged the god to a duel, but the second managed the matter. After this incident, Yevgeny became ill. The artist Petronius was a permanent resident of Bukovetsky Manor. Yevgeny spoke about his relationship with him as follows. We are connected by a very long chain and we can sometimes be far away from each other, but we will never break it. This is how it is necessary in a family life, not to interfere with each other, but having run up, return home. In addition, Nilus handled all of Bukovetsky affairs. Apart from Kim, Alexander Kuprin and Alexei Tolstoy lived in the houses at different times. Aviator Utочkin, writer Tchaikovsky, academic Filatov, and others were frequent guests. The artist loved to draw all his friends and they immortalized his in their works. In 1922, he initiated the creation of a society of artists named after Kyriakos Kostandi, and associating of realistic artists and art lovers, mainly former members of Society of South Russian Artists, who were active in the movement, operated in Odessa until 1929. The main goal of the society was the expansion of creative communication between its members to study the history, theory, and technique of fine art. In addition, he participated in a number of exhibitions, and in 1935 and 1940, for a long time the artist's muse and inspiration was the beautiful Alexandra Alexeyeva. The artist loved to paint women in various genres. When the man turned 57, he decided to get married. In the period from 1937 to 1945, he worked as a teacher at the Odessa Art School. Bukovetsky died on July 27, 1948. His wife outlived his husband by 8 years. During this time, she preserved Yevhen's artistic heritage and archive, and there was something to protect. During his lifetime, the artist collected a huge collection of paintings, among Jana Adler, Morisa, Serova, Vasnetsova, Repina, Dvornikova, Kostandi, and others. Many canvases of ancient masters of the 16th, 17th, and 18th centuries. In addition to paintings, the collection included Italian ceramics of the 17th century, examples of Japan's art and ancient Greek vases, and also ancient engravings and tapestries.